Alright, so we're doing the dropper of horrors. It's just Chubber and I, sadly. And she's engaged with the spider right now.
I'm gonna call him Jerry.
Okay, that's
Where'd he
Jerry
go?
the spider. Okay, let's see what we're dealing with here. Oh, look, there's another one.
That's Bob.
So he does say something, but I think we missed it because I had to wait for Chubber to load in. We get 3D glasses?
Ooh.
Yo! Do my 3D glasses look dope?
Oh God, no.
You don't like my 3D glasses? The
No,
dropper
this
is
is
a
what they look
vertical
like.
obstacle course. All you need to do is drop down. If you don't fancy dropping, you can try to climb your way down. There are 9 droppers. Blah 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 blah. Their stories. Oh, you're looking dope with those eyes. They suit you well, I think. Okay, let's go drop somewhere. Where do we drop at? Is this like a store? Gentlemen. Oh, it's a washroom. You know, in case you need to freshen up before you drop down.
Mine's out of order.
Oh. Well, tough luck, I guess. Okay, so I guess we start with number 1 on the left. It's always on the left-hand side. Everybody builds left to right.
Hi.
Update the full outfit,
Do you
or
wanna
unlock
play
the full
hide and
outfit.
seek? If you win, I'll give you a prize. I hide in the theater sometimes. They're awfully cozy. Am I here? Am I there? Come see. Come find me. And we can play. Forever and ever.
Yeah, that's not weird. You can grab some candy over here if you want. I got like a bag of candy, a hot dog, and a box of popcorn. Do they
Num
call it
num.
a box of popcorn? Have you ever heard that phrasing before? A box of popcorn.
Yes.
That's a thing? Seems weird to me. Okay, let's go into this horror thing. Do you got your popcorn thing and your 3D glasses? And all the paintings are knocked off the wall. Destructobot 5000. We did that. Do you remember? That was a fun time, I think. Yeah, the paintings don't work. Okay, whatever. So this is number 1, I'm assuming. Why are all the paintings off the wall? That's glitchy. Okay.
It's spooky.
Begin narration.
The Howling Forest. When little Timmy and Ben asked their parents if they could go camping, they said no. There's wolves out there, it's too dangerous, his mother said. We'll take a trip. The Howling Forest. When little Timmy and Ben
Quickly,
asked their
Chubber, we're
parents
supposed to
if
drop
they
down.
could go camping, they
Oh.
said no. There's wolves out there, it's too dangerous, his mother said. We'll take a trip somewhere else next summer. But little Timmy and Ben didn't listen, and they didn't want to wait. That night, they climbed down the dark steps to the cellar and packed
You
their
scrabble.
camping kit. Sleeping bags, lights, snacks, and most importantly, marshmallows.
You failure, you can't land in a
They
puddle?
snuck out into the forest, going deeper and deeper
No.
into the woods until they
Am I
found
supposed to go
a
straight
spot
down?
in between trees,
Yes.
shielded
That's what
from
I
the
did.
wind,
I guess I missed all the
ground and
branches.
No parents. Timmy and Ben
Ugh.
quickly built a fire and got out their roasting sticks. The
Did you get scared
marshmallows
too?
softly sizzled over the embers of their fire, and their laughter rang out through the trees. Their parents would never find out, they giggled. Oh, but they did. Only 2 days later, when they found a ruined campsite.
So I guess we're doing the ruined campsite now? Chubber,
What?
let's get going. Act 2.
No. Fall in your own hole.
Gotta follow the hole together. That's the fun of it.
Timmy and Ben had gorged themselves on Timmy and Ben had
Don't
gorged
restart.
themselves on candy and chocolate. Their tummies were bloated, and all they could do was lie on their backs. I think I ate too many marshmallows, Ben said. Me too, Timmy said. Ben clutched his belly. I think I need to take a tinkle. And he wandered off into the woods. The first 10 minutes Ben was gone, Timmy wasn't worried. But after 30 minutes passed, Timmy was trembling in his shoes.
I just
Where was
missed it.
Ben? Why hadn't he come back?
Oh, no.
He called out, but there was no answer.
Think in the
The
narration.
wind whistled between the gaps of the trees, and everything seemed sinister. But little Timmy was brave. Maybe Ben had just fallen asleep. Timmy stood up, took his light, and tried to track Ben's footsteps from the camp. First, they led to a tree, but then there were more tracks, and they weren't just footprints. A large, wide press, like a sledge, had been dragged across the forest floor. Ben must have found something big and dragged it somewhere.
That was a good
He was
corner.
probably trying to hide it from Timmy. He always did annoying
Get out of
things
my
like
corner,
that.
Jay.
He never wanted to share.
Ouch.
Timmy followed the tracks until they led to an old spelunking cave. The
Spelunking
iron
cave.
grates in front of the cave had rusted and bent. Loose cobwebs
I
hung
did
on
it!
the bars,
How?
fluttering gently as cold air
Go to
poured
the-
out of the cave.
Left corner.
Timmy hated spiders.
Which left corner?
This is where Ben went.
If you're looking at
That
it.
is where he must go. Besides, little Timmy had a light, and little Timmy was brave.
Yeah!
See, look what you've done.
I did it.
And you were trying to give up.
I like to give up easily, you know. In the sake of time. Escape from Blowzark. Ooh, is that teasing new levels they're working on? Probably. Are you ready for Act 3, Chubber? Things are gonna get spooky.
No, I'm just gonna see a lot more death.
Inside the cave, spiders
Dig
scuttled
in the
away
narration.
from Timmy's light, crawling into small cracks.
Oh, I
The
see you
larger
died
ones
immediately.
stayed their ground, eyeing little Timmy
Hey, there was a
as if
button.
to dare him to break their web. But he didn't. Timmy crept
Ah.
and squeezed past any gap that he could. Ben was down there
Push my
somewhere.
button.
A bat squeaked and flew out of the cave as Timmy approached, and he yelled out in
Oh.
surprise. After he realized, Timmy laughed at his foolishness. It was just a bat, not scary at all. Just then, he heard soft footsteps approaching him from the other side of the cave. Ben? He called out. No answer. Ben, if that's you, stop it, it's not funny. The footsteps stopped.
Ridiculous.
Ben? Little Timmy raised the light above
Ow.
his head, peering into the darkness. He couldn't see anything. He walked further into
Ow.
the cave, every muscle tensing in his body, willing him to turn back. But little Timmy was brave. He wouldn't run from
Put
footsteps.
it this way.
Just then, Timmy saw a dark figure move in the shadows. Ben? He called out. But it wasn't Ben.
Oh,
The
it wasn't Ben.
dark figure leapt at Timmy, and the last thing he saw was the dark yellow eyes and sharp white teeth of a shaggy gray wolf.
I'm just not meant to drop down giant holes.
Come on, am I better than you? Let's go. Come on. There you go.
Yeah, no, that was luck. What's in the
You did
box?
it. A book.
A book of what?
I'm more interested in this button.
2 days of rain followed little. 2 days
No,
of
I have no
rain
clue what the
followed
button's
little
supposed to
Timmy
do.
and Ben's camping
It's the
trip,
narration.
clearing away their tracks.
Oh,
But their
well, I don't have
parents
sound, so
still
I don't have
searched
to
for
listen
them.
to it.
A whole search party scoured the
You haven't been
forest,
hearing this the whole
but
time?
it was only on the second
Nope.
day that they found
Oh.
Timmy and Ben's campsite. The tents were torn and shredded.
I didn't notice there was
food
sound
they
to it
hadn't
this whole
eaten
time.
scattered across the floor, soggy marshmallows and sandwiches left by a fire that had long since fizzled out.
I mean, that's why we've been
They
quiet.
never found Timmy or Ben. The only thing left
Is that
was
why?
Ben's coat, caught on the
I'm not
prickly
joining you in that.
branches of a
No.
pine tree.
I'm going in this one. This one's mine.
It's quite disappointing that all the paintings are knocked off.
You said it was a spooky map.
Night of the Missing. You have to listen to the story.
I don't want to.
It's a narration. They've been narrating the story.
Because then you'll hear it.
Oh
Night
my.
of the missing pet.
And I'll sit here quietly muted.
Zombie loved his
Where you going,
cat.
Jay?
He
I don't
called
know.
her Emmy, and they went
Okay, bye,
on
Jay.
all sorts of trips together.
I'll just
They
continue
went
without you.
running by the
Oh, there's a
river,
staircase down.
climbing over rocks, and blazing under trees.
Ow.
But the most fun was when they terrorized the local villagers of Wheatburn.
Ow!
Emmy would lure the villagers around
jumped in just in
corners
time to
with
get
her soft
smashed.
meow, where Zombie would be waiting to scare them. But now, those times were over. After their scare trips, Zombie would be tired, but Emmy was always still full of energy, so she would venture out into the wild on her own. Sometimes she wouldn't be back for days,
Ow.
but this time, it was much longer. After a week, Zombie
Oh,
went
boy.
out searching,
Ow.
and he found her by the riverside, bruised and broken. The villagers had taken their revenge on his cat, Emmy. Zombie was stricken with grief and hate. His friend, the mad scientist, tried to comfort him, but Zombie couldn't shake it. The villagers need to pay, but they would wait. First, Emmy needed to be buried. Zombie took her body to the local graveyard, where he began to dig hard and fast. He didn't look up until he was surrounded by the dirt walls of the grave. When it was deep enough, he climbed
Well,
out to
then
get
that phone
Emmy,
call killed me.
but she was missing. He looked everywhere, but he couldn't find her.
I
The only
finished.
person who knew he was burying her
Oh, good. Now you can drop
was
us in this.
himself
Shh, we're in a
and his
story.
Join
friend,
us in this
the
hole
mad
of pit.
scientist. Zombie looked up at his friend's castle. The lights were on in the windows.
Come on, Jay, I'm gonna beat you
The
down this hole
strange
again.
Contraptions working their green smoke. Maybe the mad scientist
I
wasn't
do it? I did
his
it!
friend after all.
You gotta be kidding me. Now the
I
narration.
did it again.
I hate free
should ha-
falling.
You should have better accuracy than me.
That's
True.
100% true. Ugh. Okay. I
Maybe
did it.
it's user error.
Look, you finally made it.
Yeah. Back to the top. Okay, let's go to part 2. There is a narration playing. So, you know, have some audio maybe. Like Chubber. Ruin the whole
Just in
fun
here
of
in
it.
silence.
Zombie quickly ran
listening
up
to
to the
words,
castle
grabbing a
and
book and
burst
leaving.
through the door. Mad scientist! He yelled. Where is my cat? He raced through hallways of armored
Is
knights,
this the hole now?
shiny swords
The-
and crests
it's a lame
shields.
hole.
But he couldn't find
Push
the
the
mad
button.
scientist's
Bombs
laboratory.
away!
Zombie would get
was
lost
trying
in
to
this
TP
castle
to
before he
Chubber.
found Emmy.
But
But it
she's
didn't
there.
matter. He had to do it. He had to avenge her.
Just
He
walk around,
burst
look for a
through
name.
door after door, pushing over armor stands
Where
and
do I go?
decorations through the
He's
castle.
narrating, guys.
Destruction and rubble followed in Zombie's
No.
wake. He would level this castle to the ground if it meant finding
Jay, you
Emmy.
ditched me.
But he
He's trying to
didn't
find
have
his
to.
cat.
He turned a corner
I
and
found
saw
you.
the telltale
Happening?
green hue of his old friend's experiments. A tall iron door
Man
with
killed
metal
me.
grates stood in his way. I'm coming, Emmy,
Where are you,
Zombie
Grace?
said.
Come on, Grace, join
and
us in the
he
hole.
pushed
Ow.
the door open.
Wait. Hello.
This is annoying.
Ow.
Yeah, no, I'm getting some flashbacks to Spider-Man Edge of Time. I hated that falling down that tube scene. Oh,
Excuse me.
Line this up right.
My bet is on Trevor finishing it next.
Ow. I just missed that hole. Boing. Oh look, Jay, you joined me. Jay, hello.
no, I'm still here. I just bounced high.
Yeah, I see you. This is where I land.
Okay.
And then try to
so
light
there's
it up.
like- no! Whoa! No!
You made it so close. Oh, that's a great screenshot.
I'm gonna
That
count
is
that
a-
as a success for
Ah,
me.
so close.
Oh, you were right there, too, Trevor.
I'm gonna
Well, now
count
we
that
know-
as a win for me.
Let
Nope,
me share
come on,
that
Jay.
screenshot in the questing thing.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna call that as a
I
win.
know where to jump from now.
Like, I'm going on to room 3. That was.
Jay, you're lame.
I made it. I made it.
No, you didn't. Come on.
I was right there on the edge. Oh,
Yeah, he
crap.
was.
Click
Look
the
at
button,
the-
Grace. Click the button down there.
Oh, okay.
I'm about to join Grace. Hello, Grace.
Oh, Trevor made it. You suck, Jay.
Into the next spooky room. The missing pet. Part 3. Da, da, da.
Part 3.
Do you have your sound on, Grace, so you can at least hear it?
No,
Hell no.
because I'm using my
The mad
earbuds for the
scientist's
Skype.
laboratory was just as
And my
difficult to
thing is on the
navigate as the
computer.
castle.
And I don't have two pairs
Bottles
of
and
earbuds.
jars of strange green liquids sat on shelves and desks. Otherworldly
Come on, Grace.
tendrils
Oh, come
poked
on. I
out
almost
of
had it on the
walls,
first
and
time.
mechanical
Come on.
spiders with human
Ow.
heads skittered across the floor.
Oh,
Zombie would destroy all of it if Emmy was harmed. Every last bottle and
Everybody
Oh, I
likes
shelf,
his
see.
cat.
every table and chair.
Where is the puddle?
Zombie
I
would
saw the
even
puddle,
tear
like,
down
spread
the
everywhere.
stone walls.
They're tiny
and the mad
puddles.
scientist himself,
I saw
he
that.
would rip him
As I was
apart
falling,
like
I
paper,
started to see the
shred
puddles
him
at the
to
bottom.
pieces. First, those villagers killed his cat,
Oh.
and now his
He
only
ditched us.
friend stole her from him.
press
no,
the button.
Zombie would
Come
not
on, Jay.
stand for this. He ran through the laboratory,
I almost
knocking
got that
things over as
slime.
he went. The mechanical whirs
Oh,
of
there's
the
a
mad
slime on this
scientist's
one, too?
machines droning
Yeah.
in the distance.
Whee!
No doubt he was already performing experiments on Emmy, experiments that he was going to stop. The droning became louder. Zombie was getting closer. He heard a
Here's my
laughter
next
coming from behind a
slide.
door frame.
Ow.
He rushed to the
Just missed
door,
it.
and what he saw made his jaw drop. In the center of the room
Oh, it's the
was
center of the
Emmy,
room.
hooked
That
up to a
slime, or
machine,
is that
alive and purring.
green
A
flag?
They brought his
bluish
cat
tint
back from the dead.
to her fur.
What? That wasn't
Oh, I was
something.
right there again! Stop that game. Stop that.
No!
I was right there on the ledge.
Move! Why you no work D button?
I did it! Suck
You
it.
did it! Yeah.
Final part of the
Oh my God, Jay
narration.
finally made it
The
before
following
anyone
night,
else. Oh my
the
God.
villagers of Wheatburn knew no rest. Emmy let out blood-curdling shrieks into the night, and Zombie
Press the
chased down any
teleportation
villager
plate.
trying to find the noise.
Ow.
Even when she went alone, Zombie wasn't worried. Emmy was invincible
Where am I
now.
now?
She was a zombie,
Oh,
just like
I
him.
want this
the
one.
cat was a zombie like him? What?
Here's-
What a lovely story. Who's ready
Oh,
for
there's.
the wicked pumpkin?
There was another one to drop from in that area.
The
Oh,
wicked
I just-
pumpkin. Dun dun dun. Well, the other two work on the last one. Act 1 of the
No.
wicked pumpkin.
Running.
we
How dare
finished
you.
it.
Okay, well, catch up then. And the narration begins.
The wicked pumpkin.
The
I'm
wicked
guessing this way.
Shouts and screams chased the Witch of Westwick back
Yep.
to her hut in the forest. The locals had caught on. She had been too careless flying on her broom, and now they knew she was a witch. Over her shoulder,
They
she
knew
could
she was a
see the
witch.
bright fires of torches, their light gleaming off the villagers' pitchforks and scythes. Her life near Westwick was over. She would have to set up somewhere else.
No, we
But
go.
first, she had to deal with the peasants.
Oh,
Concoctions and potions raced through her head as she navigated her enchanted trees. An invisibility potion would
Oh.
do the trick, but she didn't have the right ingredients. She would have to improvise.
eh,
Her cat
Pressy,
was waiting
pressy,
at the doorstep,
Prissy.
but she had no time to lose. She would
Ow.
only have a precious few
there
moments
anything
right there?
before the villagers would be at her
Land
door.
on.
This pitchfork. I landed on the pitchfork.
I did it again.
Oh, true. What? How, Jay?
Welcome to my pitchfork.
I'm just insane in the membrane on this one.
Okay. I'm
Act
good.
2.
Fat chubber.
Maybe it's the motivation
do?
of going to eat that's driving me right now.
Every second that passed, the shouts of the
Where's the
villagers
door
grew
thingy on here?
louder. The witch raced around
Where
her
is the
hut,
door thingy
grabbing
on here?
potions, roots, and flowers, and
You see it?
casting them
Oh,
into
it's
her
right here.
cauldron.
Oh,
She
God.
didn't even know if what she was making would work.
Oh.
Her best hope
Oh.
was that it would grant her
Um.
invisibility for just a short while, enough to be
Here,
able to
land
grab
on
her
the slime
most
thing.
precious
No.
things and take off into the night.
Did it
She
again.
grabbed the last of the ingredients
How?
and cast them into the cauldron. Pumpkin
starving.
innards, chicken leg,
He's lying.
and begonia stem, then stirred vigorously.
How would he be lying?
The
It says
liquid
it in the
inside
chat.
the cauldron
He's
turned
lying.
orange, blue,
He's
and then
clearly
simmered
lying.
down to a green. It was done. The witch grabbed a
I gotta wait till the
spoon
narration's
and
done.
carefully poured the liquid into a glass. It was now or never. She
Oh,
downed the
dear
glass
gosh.
and gulped down every
Oh, I
drop.
was hoping that
It
was
burned
perfect
her
over this
throat
one.
and clogged it like she had swallowed ash. Her eyelids became heavy and droopy. Her body felt
Oh,
like it was
I almost
made
did
of
it first
metal.
time.
Something was wrong. She stumbled and knocked over
It's
the
a long
cauldron.
narration.
Her mind turned to green
Oh,
and orange,
there's laughter.
as if the only thing that existed was fire and flower stems. She could see a blazing sun
I went too
burning
far.
over green grass fields, a young dandelion growing out of thick green leaves, green frogs
Oh,
jumping
so
over
fun.
a river tinged with streaks of orange rust, a large ripe
Your button.
pumpkin sitting in a
Press
vine-filled mud patch.
No.
Oh, okay, it's done now finally? Okay.
Oh,
When
What are we
the
dealing with
witch
here?
finally escaped the madness of the potion,
Oh,
she tried
jeez.
to regain her bearings. A large scarecrow stood slanted off to her right, and all around her, she was surrounded by pumpkins. She had turned
gotta go
herself
make
into a
something
Oh,
else.
pumpkin.
that doesn't seem that bad, that one.
Aha! She thought to herself.
no.
I
I've
did
been
it.
almost
I tricked
making
those
it.
nasty peasants. She laughed
Oh.
inside her head with a mirth that only wicked witches turned into pumpkins
Oh.
could have. She hadn't intended
I
to
made
turn
it to the
herself
bottom
into
but
a
missed the
pumpkin,
puddle.
but it did the job.
Me too. I've
Now
been
all
doing
she
that.
had to do was wait
I
until the
landed
spell
on
wore
a
off.
pressure plate.
Then she'd be able to go on her merry way. The
Dang.
witch had forgotten one thing.
Oh.
I'm not getting far
It
enough.
was
went too far.
harvesting season, and she was a very large and magnificently ripe pumpkin.
I keep going too
So,
far
the
and
witch
landing
waited
on like Bobo, his
and waited,
nose.
and the spell didn't wear off.
Oh, I just missed the bottom.
Oh, I did it! I did it! I did it! I did it! I did it!
Oh, come on!
Wait, there's another narration block thing.
Yeah, if you want to tap that. Did you hit it?
I did.
I don't hear anything. Maybe just place for
Oh.
the individual then. That'd be
I landed.
I'm gonna grab this book. Yay! We did
Now
it.
the Witch of Westwick had finally disappeared. There was nothing on the mind of the farmers
Oh.
except their beautiful pumpkins. The
Well, it's
pumpkin
credits drop.
farmers of Westwick had a brilliant
Let's
harvest
go.
that year. They had so many pumpkins that they were able to have pumpkin pie every night.
Pumpkin pie every
The
night.
very first pumpkin they cut was such a beauty. They made a pie out of it for all
Whee!
the workers. Sat around the table, scraping off every last morsel from their plates. Every farmer agreed that there was something unnaturally good about the harvest that year.
Oh,
What?
this is by town.
Yeah, it's Noxcrew. Where's the drop thing? I don't see no drop here.
Maybe.